Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Damien Chillin, or as society calls me, Damien. This is my very first YouTube video ever, so I'm a little nervous and excited about it. I'm really more excited though, just kind of see how things go from this video and on. So today's video is actually going to be about a Call of Duty tier list, which you can see in the background. But yes, I know for the millionth time, this is a video y'all have already seen, but this is more of an introduction of myself to those who don't know me. That way y'all can kind of see how I view these kind of titles and games in general. I do in the future plan on making more tiers of like stuff that I enjoy. We'll talk more about that towards the end. But that's enough about me. Let's just get started on this. So as you can see on here, a simple tier list from tiermaker.com. You know, they have custom ones with literally anything, I believe. The way I have it set up though, I did change this. The way I have it set up is from superior, awesome, cool, not good at all, and never played. As you can see, I kind of already filled these in, so let's just go ahead and start with that. So never played Call of Duty 1, never played Call of Duty 2, never played Call of Duty 3, and I've never played World at War. Yes, I know it's a shocker, but hear me out. At this time, I was 12, 13 years old. I was more into being outside and stuff like that. I was still a huge gamer at heart for sure, but I don't know. I just really stuck to with what I knew, which was mainly like platformers such as like Crash Bandicoot, Sonic, Mario for sure, and then other genres of games like action adventure, stuff like that. If the only first person shooter game that I even knew around that time was probably Halo, and I was really into that. So I don't know, I just never got around to it. I've of course I've played it later on in these years, but at the time, yeah, I just never, I can safely say I'd never played it. So that's enough of that. Now we're gonna start going in chronological order. Obviously everything else from here on out is stuff that I have played, so let's go ahead and start with Call of Duty 4. Now some of these are going to be pretty short, but with Call of Duty 4, I can definitely say I did like the game. I just never kept up with it. That's really it. I did play it on PS3. I don't even know how I even got this game. My dad just had it for some reason. I don't know if he thought I would like it or something. I guess he saw that I liked Halo, whatever. But this was really more of my first introduction to Call of Duty and online gaming in general. It was a cool game. I can definitely give it that. Now that I think about it, I can appreciate what it did, which was literally create the Call of Duty franchise. It had several good maps. The guns were really good, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, this can definitely go in the cool section, which is right here. Side note, I will not be including Modern Warfare Remastered. I will not be including Warzone. I think I don't even know. That's like its own thing, but it's only one game mode, and I don't know, I can't do that. I won't be including Call of Duty Mobile. I mean, you can see on here what I won't be including. So those are like the three main ones, though, other than like the PSP games and like the Wii like different versions of it. I just won't be including those. Now let's go ahead and move on. World at War was the next one, but I already explained that. The next one, though, would be Modern Warfare 2 right here. I did enjoy this one. I got into it super late, though, is the unfortunate thing. Maybe like a month towards the end of its life cycle. But I didn't. I played enough to understand it. The multiplayer was fun. A lot of people can say numerous things about that, but that's just how the Call of Duty community is. Again, I had fun with it. The campaign was good. That's all I can really say. I'll put this in the cool tier, just because I personally had a good time with it. Cool. Now the next one would be Call of Duty Black Ops. So a little background. Okay, so with this game, this is the game that I got into Call of Duty. I forgot this game actually even came out, if I'm being honest. I forgot Activision, or I didn't even know Activision like planned to have annual releases with Call of Duty. I'm used to games taking maybe 3 to 4 years to come out, or with sequels and shit like that. I found out about this game by my friend Ray. Shout out to Ray. And that's because I'd always text him. This was when I was still like outside and stuff like that, playing outside. Not even playing. What the fuck? I'm like 13 already, 14. This is when I would hang out with my friends and like skate and shit outside. But anyways, I'd always text him, like, let's hang out, and he'd always respond like, I don't know, I'm probably gonna play Black Ops. And I think I asked him, I was like, what's that? And then he told me it's Call of Duty, and I was like, oh, that's right, I forgot about that game. And I asked him, what do you do in that game specifically? And he told me that he plays multiplayer with other friends that I knew as well. And I remember saying, oh, that's cool. I didn't know everybody in the fucking world liked that game. I didn't know how popular Call of Duty was, actually, if I'm being completely honest. So somehow I got this game. I don't remember how, but yeah, I got it. I played multiplayer with friends, and it was a lot of fun. I think I got to like 5th or 6th prestige. It was a great time. I love the maps. My main guns were like the Commando, the Galil. It's pretty basic, I know, but I've never really... Every single Call of Duty game, I learned more and more. So like with Black Ops, I didn't really dive in too much into like the loadouts and stuff like that. I just had like friends tell me like, hey dude, attach this and then blah blah blah, Another thing that it had was the campaign. I thought the campaign was pretty awesome. A little confusing towards the middle-ish, end-ish, but still great nonetheless. And then the last thing that it had was zombies mode, continuing from World at War. And I loved zombies. It took me a little bit to get used to it, but I fucking loved it. Kino was definitely badass. Just an easy map that anybody can get into. Ascension was great as well. It took me a little bit to get used to that map. And then there was Shangri-La, and it was too... I don't know. I didn't get into it. It was a little bit more difficult. I feel like you had to have friends to like actually play that map. And then there was Moon, which I never got into. I didn't even get that map pack. So, but I mean, I can appreciate what Moon did as far as like the zombie storyline. I think from there it really, really took off, as you can see in like future titles and stuff like that. I think it's kind of crazy to think Black Ops was a stepping stone into where COD is now, as far as like the zombies story and lore. This game was definitely badass. So this for sure deserves its spot in awesome. Now the next game was Modern Warfare 3. I got this game for Christmas of that year. It was released, I think it was like in 2011. I thought the campaign was awesome. Spoiler alert, finally killing Makarov in a pretty dark way. But what I mean by that is I think Price like hung him. They both fell like through glass, and it was on the roof, and he like is basically hanging from the ceiling. I don't know. That shit was kind of, I want to say gruesome, but pretty dark. Anyways, continuing from that, people didn't really like the multiplayer. I did. A lot of people thought that this game was going to be like Modern Warfare Part 2, and it wasn't, and I think that's why people have a sour taste with this game. I think I got to like 3rd prestige on this one. I did like it. At this time, I was always going back to like Black Ops, but that was mainly because of zombies. I didn't think the multiplayer was bad or anything like that. This game is for sure going in the cool category. There it is. Okay, so the next game after that is Black Ops 2. There it is. Black Ops 2. So this game was, I'm not even kidding you, my fucking life. You can ask my close friends, whatever. This was the first Call of Duty midnight release that I went to, and it was a really good time. I went with one of my best friends, Adrian. Shout out to Adrian. And this was when games actually came out at midnight, so 12 a.m. And it was a school night, so I got home, I downloaded it, and then I played it the next day. And man, this game was something else. This was a time I was actually really heavily into COD. It was such a good ass game. Everyone I knew played this game, and that's what made it even more special. Multiplayer was fantastic. The guns were great. All the maps were really good, except for maybe like 1 or 2. Zombies had a rough start at first with transit and all that, but I don't know. I tried to like it. But once the DLC season started, it got great. I was kind of lost in the zombie story at this time, but the gameplay and the maps and the zombie maps themselves were awesome. I can go on and on about this, but y'all already know where this is going. This is going to be going to the superior tier. Okay, now the next one that we'll be talking about is Call of Duty Ghost. So I went to the midnight release for this game. I played it the next day. The same group of friends and even new people. We all played it and I enjoyed it. No, I'm not hopping on the bandwagon like everyone else. How they appreciate the older COD titles that they didn't appreciate before. I enjoyed this game the entire lifespan of it until the very next game. This is the first COD I actually got all the way to like 10th prestige. I really loved the game. It was dark and gritty and the tone was more serious. A lot of people didn't really like that. Finally, well, not finally, but there was no zombies this time. They skipped out on it. It's because it was at the time other developers didn't handle zombies. It was only Treyarch. That's what Treyarch was known for. But with Ghost, they came out with a game mode called Extinction, and it wasn't that great. I was excited to play a new type of zombies mode with aliens, but it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. There weren't like round-based maps. You get capped. Your points get capped at like 6,000. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. The maps did look badass though, so I can appreciate that. This game was definitely really badass. I don't care what anybody says, and it's going into the awesome. Here we go, the awesome tab. All right, now the next game is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Here you are. This game is great. I loved the exo movement, if I'm being honest, mainly because it was something brand new at the time. You would never have thought Call of Duty is gonna fucking be futuristic. It's crazy to think that now that you think about it today, because yeah, like I said, nobody ever thought Call of Duty would take a leap of faith on doing that. This game always brings back memories to me because of my best friend Justin. Shout out to Justin. Always buying damn supply drops. I started to see a pattern though at this time, because this was when YouTube started becoming big as far as like gaming and stuff like that. With that being said, the pattern that I saw was people had their own favorite YouTubers and stuff like that, and whenever they had something negative to say, the people would just kind of, I wouldn't say hop on that bandwagon, but I mean, they would start just not even having their own opinions and just listen to what other people would say and then feel that same exact way. I don't know. People hated this game. I don't know why. The maps were good, I thought. Later on, they also added Exo Zombies, which the first map was, I think, called Outbreak or something like that. It was good. I never bought the season pass though, so I never really got to play the rest of the maps, but I know for a fact that they had a pretty good cast as far as like John Bernthal and Bruce Campbell, so I definitely got to appreciate that. This game, it can definitely go in the cool tier. Now, the next game is Black Ops 3. I really like the game, if I'm being honest. I was so excited for zombies because they were bringing back Derice, which was originally in World at War. I got the season pass immediately just because of that reason, and because I know that Treyarch knocks it out of the park with the zombies and stuff like that, which they did not disappoint. The zombies was great up until the second map pack, which was like Zetsubo Noshima, I believe. I don't know. I literally stopped playing after that. The zombies, at least. The multiplayer was really fun. The new special system was an awesome addition to the game. My favorite one was Spectre. I liked that Wolverine kind of shit, how he lunges towards them. I don't know. It was pretty OP. The maps were cool too. I like how they remade the maps to be more modern to this game's movement system, which was the Exo thing still, and the wall running. I wasn't really a huge fan of the wall running just because I wasn't really good at it. But I don't know. All in all, the game was badass, and this is going up here in awesome. So, the next game is, I guess, a controversial one. I don't know. A lot of people hate on this game, but the next game is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. this game was okay. It wasn't terrible like how everybody says. I like the multiplayer, honestly. I just like the way the gameplay felt. I like the guns as well. The maps were pretty bad though, I won't lie. This is the first game that I actually didn't even buy a single map pack. I think I got to like 4th prestige on this one. I keep forgetting to mention the prestiges on the other games that I got to, but yeah, I got to like 4th or 3rd prestige. I'm not even sure. The zombies though was like its only saving factor, if I'm being honest. Just the very first map alone was great. It was set in an amusement park in the 80s. This was so badass to me considering I'm a huge fan of the 80s in general. They had 80s music and it just gave off 80s vibes. The music was for sure my favorite part. This game was cool. I'm sticking with that. It was cool. Now, the next game is Call of Duty World War II, and I really wanted to like this game, but I don't know. It just wasn't for me at all. It really wasn't. I got bored of the advanced movement at Infinite Warfare because Infinite Warfare didn't expand on it at all. It's literally just Black Ops 3, but a new game. It sounds weird, but for those of you that have played those games, you know what I'm talking about. The multiplayer in World War II was just boring and bland. The guns were cool, but that's pretty much it. The maps were boring and bland as hell. I remember when the game first came out, they only had like 9 maps, and every single map was a left, middle, and right side. I know it sounds weird saying it like that, but no, literally you can go left, middle, or right. Like, it was just always expected. I don't know. It was just always expected what somebody gonna do, or like the enemy knew what you were gonna do. There was no like strategy in these maps at all. The zombies was okay, I guess, but I'm only saying that because zombies was actually going for a horror vibe, and at this point, zombies was played out. Honestly, it really was. I only had hopes for zombies just because the same people that made Dead Space were the ones working on zombies, so that was cool, I guess, but I don't know, man. Other than that, I can't say anything positive about this game besides the zombies, and that's barely even positive, so I'm sorry, this game just was not good at all to me. So after World War II, they came out with Black Ops 4, and I remember when I heard Black Ops 4 was coming out, I thought to myself, what the fuck? What the fuck are they doing? Mainly because of the story. Obviously, in Black Ops 3, as you can see, it was very futuristic. It took place in like 2065, and I didn't play too much of the campaign, but I mean, when I didn't even recognize who any of these people were, I just knew it wasn't for me. So anyways, with Black Ops 4, I was like, what the fuck are they gonna do? They have to like start a new story or something, but nah, man, this game was something else. No campaign. There was only multiplayer, zombies, and Blackout, which is their version of Battle Royale. Multiplayer was boring. Same shit as always. Just specialists, boots on the ground. The maps were forgettable, and this game literally had the worst version of Nuketown. Zombies, like I said, it was played out already, and they just had to continue. I did like the map 9, but that was it. They remastered Mob of the Dead and ruined it. They remastered 5, but even to begin with, I wasn't a huge fan of 5, so it didn't really matter to me. Blackout is where I had the most fun. Like I said, it's their own version of Battle Royale, and at this time, I wasn't really into Battle Royales. I liked how the map was just parts of previous Treyarch maps, though. I don't know. People really hated Blackout, and I don't blame them. It was pretty broken at launch, and it took a while for it to be playable. I only played this game because my friends played it, and the year before that, World War II was out, and yeah, no, that game was trash. So other than that, this game is unfortunately trash. Well, not trash, but it just wasn't good at all. So the next game is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, and this game was a game changer for sure to the Call of Duty franchise. People disliked it because it got rid of the arcadey feeling that the previous games had. I didn't mind that at all. At this point, before this game, Call of Duty was becoming a laughingstock, and I know everybody can agree with that. This was a reboot into the Modern Warfare series, and it did an awesome job. I thought the maps were good. The gun customization was on a different level like never before, where the stuff you put on the gun actually makes a difference. It's very minimal differences, but I mean, you can for sure see it. I wish I played the campaign though, because I heard nothing but good things about it. The multiplayer was great. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, it's Camp Central, Camp City, but when you actually get into lobbies where people play Call of Duty, people play how Call of Duty should be played, it was fun as hell. They came out later on with Warzone, as it's very popular now as of this time, 2021, and I won't be including that, but they came out with that at that time. They skipped the zombies finally. It needed a break. It just it needed a break. This game was a stepping stone to the right direction for the COD franchise again, and it was definitely badass. Where is it? It's gonna go in the awesome tab. So the next game is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and I'm not gonna lie, at launch I hated this game. You can ask my friends, I fucking refused to play this game. It just wasn't fun for me. The graphics themselves were a huge downgrade compared to Modern Warfare. I took a break from this game until like the middle of the first season, which was like in mid-January maybe. When I came back, I played zombies, and strictly zombies. I don't know what it was, but I really like zombies. They brought it back, and I think I liked it just because it was a fresh start. At this point, I was so lost in that fucking story that they like started making maps to where you have to know the fucking story, you have to do the Easter egg type of shit. This game wasn't like that at all, and I can appreciate that for sure. It was just back to the basics. Like I said, no confusing ass Easter eggs that you had to do. My friends and I only played zombies in this game, and I thought every map was good up until the last one, which came out a couple weeks ago, called Forsaken. This game was set in the 80s, and that's the only thing that had going for it, if I'm being honest. In my personal opinion, it had the 80s music, and my favorite part of this game was this event that they had called 80s Action Heroes. I really wish that I played more of the multiplayer during that event, because the soundtrack to that was fucking awesome. This game was cool. A lot of people might say it's trash and all, but I thought it was cool. So now we are at the final game, which is Call of Duty Vanguard. So this is the latest game as of 2021. I can't give you a definitive answer on this one, since it's literally a week old as of this recording. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I'm first prestige already. The maps are great in my opinion. But fuck, man, they ruined zombies. I like, I don't know, man. I thought they would learn their lesson, but fuck, they fucking ruined it this time. I don't know. Time will tell how they handle it with the upcoming seasons. But as of right now, this game is cool. I'm enjoying it. I'll put it in the cool section just because I'm enjoying it so far. Maybe, I don't know, maybe in a couple years when I decide to make another one of these, I'll change it up, you know. I mean, obviously I would have to. But that's pretty much it. This is my list here. Let me know what y'all think. You know, let me know in the comments, all that, you know. Get mad at me, whatever. I respect your opinion, and I ask that you do the same. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. Sharing and liking would definitely be very appreciated as I try to grow my channel. I'm looking forward to making more tier list videos and stuff like that. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I want to do it for like movies and music and video games. But we'll see how that goes. This is really just a test in the waters. I mean, I'm gonna for sure upload, but I just want to see how this video does as well. But anyways, I'll see you guys later, and yeah, peace out.